Everything that the American cuisine is today is because all these different people and different cultures contributed to it.
This is a labor of love, Taste the Nation, and it's the first time I'm creating something from scratch. You know, I'm doing my own material. It's not a competition show. It's not in a studio. And it's really not, for the most part, about fine dining, although we do have a couple of really high caliber chefs on. The main focus is figuring out what people eat every day in their communities, and people who make this immigrant food, this ethnic food, get to talk about it themselves. You know, I was so tired of having the immigrant story told by others that I wanted to pass the mic on to the people really making the food. And if you've been in the back of any restaurant kitchen, you know that it's mostly brown and black faces. This is not a journalistic show. It is an editorial show based on my view of the world. And that view is informed by the fact that I'm a woman, that I have lived in the skin I have lived. You know, I'm a brown woman working in a white male world and living in that culture all my life. And so that's going to inform it. I'm a mother. You know, I straddle two different cultures. And I wanted to talk about that because most Americans straddle at least two cultures. And I was just seeing just one type of narrative again and again and again.
Carolina was a backwater. This was
swamp.
swamp. No Englishman knew what to do with this land.
Yeah.
And then they decided to start bringing in people. Let's bring in people who know how to grow rice. And this is where my family comes in.
And I'm really proud of the Gullah Geechee episode, actually. And for, you know, the weekend of Juneteenth, Hulu has agreed to just give it free. So I would start there because the African-American contributions to American food are quite significant. And, African-American enslaved people came here from West Africa with a whole body of food knowledge that spans centuries and is very deep. They had knowledge and cultivation of rice and a whole bunch of other things. And so we have a lot to learn from those traditions that these immigrants and forced migration of enslaved Africans has given this country.